Okay, everyone. So we're going to create this gorgeous oval runner, which is pretty long. It's almost a meter. It's all braided. This design happens to be one of my favorite girls, Carla Crochet, and I decided to bring it to you because I was sure, positively sure, you guys would absolutely love this runner. Now, of course, you can create whatever colors you want. I have a similar to this braid one that I've done years ago, but I can't remember. I think I even did a round one, which I'm planning to make with this stitch. Now, I changed a bit of the stitch, not much because it's perfect as it's created, but of course I've changed a little bit just to make it my own also. And I'm sure you guys are going to absolutely love it. So I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, help out the channel, give a thumbs up on the video, and all the information with the threading. These are 4-ply 100% cotton thread. It's similar to Lydia number 3. Mine's a little bit thinner, and you'll see at the beginning when I start crocheting, I was doing these braids with this color, and then I decided to change. I didn't want this color, so I ended up putting this mixed color at the edge here just to give it a little punch on, bring out the pattern. Also have used the solid red, of course the white, and also this mustardy color. Okay, so enjoy the tutorial, everybody. This is 34, but I will leave it in the description box also. 34 wide, 92 centimeters long. Okay, thank you so much for being here. God bless you. Of course, and I'm using a 2.8, but this will be equivalent to 2.5 for you guys, okay, if you're using Aunt Lydia number 3, or some of you might even use a 2. I'm not sure, depending, I guess, up on your tension. You should know if your tension is too loose, then go a hook smaller than your usual, or if it's too tight, then go a hook or two bigger than your usual. Okay, let's get started, everyone. Okay, everyone, so we're going to start off with slip stitch knot. That never counts for anything. And we're going to do 142 chain stitch. 142 chain stitch. Now, if your tension is tight, use a hook size bigger in order to loosen this middle one up, because it's extremely important. We don't want the pattern to pull in that center. Try to see if I have a hook near me bigger. Anyway, well, this one's smaller. Okay, well, I don't have a big one near me now, but I'm loosening up my tension just to make sure that it's not going to pull. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end once I've completed 142. Okay, everyone, so I have 142 chain stitch. I'm going to come and count to my 5th. 1, 2, 3, 4 on my 5th. Double crochet. We're going to do double crochets all the way to the end, to the very last one. So I'll meet you at the end of my row. Okay, everyone, so I've done 139 double crochets, and that's counting with the first 4 chain that we have here at the beginning when we went into the 5th, remember? So on this last one, I'm going to create 6 more double crochet, so we'll have a total of 7 with that last one. So I have 2 so far, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Now you want to put a marker, go ahead. If you don't have a marker, you could always use a different color of thread. And then we're going into that first double crochet again, doing the 139 on this side also. So whatever we do to one end, we have to do to the other. This is the oval. So put your marker on the 4 sides. Okay, so 1 per stitch, and on that very last one, we're going to count this as 1 already, so we're going to add 6 more on that last chain here. Okay, so we'll have a total of 7 that's included with this one, but I'll meet you there just to make sure you understood. Okay, everyone, so I'm down to my very last one where we have the chains. I'm going to do 6 more on this one. With that chain, make 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. With this chain is my 7th. So I'm going to go into the next one, the very first one from the sides. I'm going to do a single in 1 chain, and I'm going to fill double crochets all the way to the end until I hit that marker, and then I'll come back to you. You guys have seen me create this base in smaller, medium, large, like millions of times, literally. So I'll come back to you once I get to the marker. Make sure that you put markers on there so you don't get lost once we keep going up on the rows. Remembering that you have 7 on the oval on one side and 7 on the other side. Okay, so now we have them marked. I'll come back to you at the end of my row. Okay, everyone, so I've reached my marker. On this row 2, because we are on row 2, row 1 is the one we did the 7 double crochets. We're going to do 2 double crochet per stitch. So on the oval at this point, we should have 14 double crochets on both sides. Okay, the next row will be an increase on that 2nd double crochet. So that means we'll be doing on that first group 1 double crochet, on the second 2, 1 double crochet, 2. Okay, so I'm sure that a lot of you that have been creating with me know what I'm talking about. Okay, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. And then we continue back to that 1 double crochet on the marker on. And now when you reach to the other corner, you repeat exactly what we've just done. I'm going to continue. There's no need to record. It's always the same thing, or else it's going to take too much memory on the mobile. So when you hit the marker, you know right after you have the 14 double crochets to do. I'm going to then on row 3, I'm going to continue once I complete this row 2 and do just double crochets until the marker again, because the only increase and changes are here on the oval. Everything else stays the same as double crochets. So I'll meet you on row 3 at the marker. Okay? Okay, everyone. So I'm on my 3rd row. I closed in row 2 and then did a single and 1 chain on that same stitch I've closed. So I'm always starting on the same space or stitch. Now I've reached the marker. On this first one of the group, I'm doing 1 double crochet. On the second one, I'm doing my increase, 2 in the same stitch. So we'll have 7 increases. 1 double crochet on the next one, 2 in the same stitch. 1 double crochet, 2 in the same stitch, and that will be the same thing on the other oval. So 2 on that second double crochet of the group. One double crochet, 2. 1 double crochet, 2. And then we start where we have the marker on the side. So you should have 7 increases. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the last one, 7. And you repeat the same thing on the other side. Then I'm going to continue to do my double crochets. And again, on the second increase, or that from the group, the second double crochet, again, 2 together. Okay, but I'll meet you on row 4 at the marker, because it's just double crochets here now. Okay? Okay, everyone. So I'm on row 4, had closed in row 3, did my single, 1 chain, and now I'm at the marker. So on my first double crochet after the marker, 1 double crochet, another double crochet on that first of the group, and then on the second, my increase. Again, so 1 double crochet alone, my second double crochet alone, and then increase. So 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet, 2 together on the same stitch. 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet, 2 together on the same stitch. So always an increase on that second double crochet of the increase. And again, and you'll repeat the same thing on the other side. 2 on the same stitch, and 2 double crochet alone. So my last increase, so again 7 increases, and then we fall right on the marker. Okay, repeat the same thing on the other side. Okay, everyone, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, row 5, I'm at the marker. My first double crochet after the marker, 1, 2, and 3. 3 alone, 2 together on the same stitch. And again, 1, 2, 3, 2 together. So that's always our increase on that second double crochet. So you have 3 double crochets alone, 1 per stitch, and 2 together. and repeat the same thing on the other side. Okay? Okay, everyone, so close row 5 going into row 6. Now row 6 is going to be singles. I'm going to do one chain. I'm going to come back in that same stitch and do a single until the marker, because we do have some increases at the oval. So one per stitch, and then I'll meet you at the mark point. Another thing I want to remind you, from the increase, okay, so from the very first one until the increase here, so the one just before the group, we have 140 double crochets on both sides. So counting from the very first one after the group until the other side, here until the group again, one before, we have 140 also. Okay, everyone, so I've reached the marker. I'm still going to continue to do the single until my increase here. 2, 3, 4 singles. On the next one, 2 on the same stitch, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 singles. On the next one, 2 together. We're only going to do 6 increases. So far I have 2, 1, 2, 3, 4 singles, 1 per stitch, 2 together. So I have 3. On this next one, I'm not doing an increase. I'm going to do 9 singles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, no increase. 7, 8, 9 singles. Now I'm going to do an increase. 2 together, and then again 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 together. So we have one more increase. That will total to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, and my last increase. 6. So no increase on the middle. Do 9 singles after your third increase. Repeat the same thing on the other oval. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I've closed row 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Going to row 7. I've closed with slip stitch. Now I don't want to keep having a big markation there, so I'm going to go slip stitch 1, 2, 3, and on my fourth one here, I'm going to do a single 2 chain for my first double crochet, 2 more chain for space. I'm going to skip 2 stitch into the next one, double crochet, chain 2, skip 2 stitch into the third one, chain 2, skip 1, 2 into the third one. I'm going to continue doing that until my marker and let you know how many blocks I have started on the fourth one here after my marker. Okay, everyone, so I have 45 blocks, and that the 45 block is 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3 before the increase. Okay, so let's see, make it better. On that second double crochet before the increase. So we have 1, 2, and then increase. 45 blocks. On my 46th block, I'm going to put my marker. So 2 chain. After you've completed the 45 blocks, skip only 1 at a time now. Chain 2 because we're at the oval. Skip 1. And again. So after you've done your 45 blocks, just recount this again just to make sure. Okay, so we started on that fourth single after the marker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. On my 46th, this is where I'm putting my marker. Now, counting from the marker already, we're going to do 20 blocks, skipping only one single or one stitch, okay? So I have 1, 2, 3 so far. Chain 2, skip 1 into the next one. Chain 2, skip 1 into the next one. We're going to do that 20 times, and I'm going to put my marker on the 20th, okay, on this side. So I've done my 20 on the oval. Remember, we put the marker 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So take your marker and put it on there. And now do again your 45 blocks until the other oval, and then 20 again on the other side. Don't forget to put your markers on the 46th like we did on this side. And then count 20 and then put your marker again. Okay, everyone, so I'm on this side. I have 45. We're going to do 46 by skipping 2. And now on my 47th, I'm going to skip only 1 and put my marker. Why is that? Because when we come around, we still have one more loop to do here, and it will make the 46, okay? So I'm putting my marker on here and count the 20. So I have 46 on this side. My 47th, I put the marker. We're going to count 1 till we have 20. Skip only 1 now, and then put your marker on the 20, and you should have 46 also on the other side once we get to it. Okay, everyone, so I've done my 20. And of course, we have the 46th on this side also by creating now the 2 chain. We have that single and 2 chain. And now we've closed in, and now we have our 46. Okay, everyone, so we have 2 more rows of these blocks. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3 for double crochet, 2 more for space, and creating these blocks again. 2 chain, double crochet or double crochet. We're going to repeat this on this row 8. Let me just make sure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and row 9 also. So 3 rows of blocks, okay? Double crochet or double crochet, 2 chain space. I'll meet you at the end of my 3rd row of blocks. Okay, everyone, so completed row 9. So I have my 3 rows. Now, I'm going to do 1, 2, 3 chain. Inside of this 2 chain, I'm going to complete 2 double crochets, and then 1 on top of the double crochet. We're going to do this 46 times, but let me just count here if I'm on the right. Yes, I should be on the right one, even if we have the 46 to do here. So let me just check. Okay, everyone, so from where I started, I have 46 blocks done. My 47th will be when I come around, so it lands right on that marker, which I'm going to take this marker out because we're going to alternate now on this next one. So 46 blocks will complete 47 once we finish it. Here I'm going to do 3 double crochets. All of the other ones were 2 double crochets. We're going to alternate, okay? And I'm going to put the marker on here. We need to have 10 increases of 3 double crochets. Sorry about banging into the camera. So 3 double crochets, and then in the next one 2 only, and then double crochet over double crochet. The next one 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3. Next one 2 double crochets only. So we're going to alternate until we have 10 increases, 1 of 3, 1 of 2, 1 of 3, 1 of 2. I'll meet you once I've completed. So I've done 9 increases, and my last one ends right on top of that marker. 1, 2, and 3. And then 47 of 2 double crochet only. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And now we continue with 2. I'm going to take out this marker and bring it up to those 3 double crochets that we've done, just so we can stay on the right track. And now we're going to continue with 2 only, 47 times. Okay, so 2 double crochet and 1 on top. We're going to do 47 blocks of 2 double crochet, so we can have the same thing on both sides. Our 47, don't forget, on this side is when we come to it that will complete, right? Okay, everyone, so I've closed in with slip stitch my 47th one. I'm going to put a marker here just so it doesn't undo, because I'm not cutting my thread like that. Okay, we are going to work on that chain that we went up. Remember, we did 3 chains. So I'm going to come in with the mixed red, yellow, burgundy, but you can do one color only if you'd like. Slip stitch knot. And I'm going to work where we did the 3 chains. Okay, just make sure that if you're not cutting your thread that you don't have that on the way. This makes it easier when you, so I'm coming in that 3rd one. And we're going to start to braid. So single, and we're going to do 1, 2, and then 2 more incomplete double crochet and close it. We're going to skip this middle one here, and we're coming on that very first one lined up the same way. So 3 incomplete double crochets and close it, to give you an idea. So we skip that middle one. Okay, now we're going to work a single on the middle one here, always the same way. So coming in to the next one, and we're going to do a single. Try to see if you guys can see it better this way. Single. Stretch your thread a little bit and come in to that first one here. Okay, bring it out, 1, 2, chains, coming back in again, doing the incomplete double crochets, and then close it. Coming on that last one, remember that we have the single there on the middle. 1, 2, 3. Close it. Now we're going to go back into the next row on the center. Okay. So into the middle, and we're going to do a single, stretch your thread, and coming on that very first one, just make sure that you have it lined up properly. Okay. Bring your thread over. 1, 2 chain, or you can do 3 if your tension is tight. Now I got to make sure I don't pull this white one. And then do the 3 incomplete double crochets. Close it together on that same line. Okay, so we're working on that same line, doing the 3 incomplete double crochet, closing it together. Oops, just hit my hook on the camera. Sorry about that. Again, coming on the next one, single on the middle. So stretch your thread, coming onto the next one, pull through. And then your 3 chain. 1, 2 chain for me, or 3 for some of you. And then again, the 3 incomplete. Now close it all together on that same line. So we have that single in the center coming into the very first row here. And this is how we're going to proceed all the way around. And then again, coming onto the next row, doing the single into that last row. Bring your thread, stretch a bit your thread, and complete the 3 incomplete double crochets into the very first row. We have that single in the center. And close it into the next row. Single. Pull your thread through. 1, 2 chain. And again, 2 and 3. Close it on that same row into that first one. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so it's always going to be like that. And then single again here. I like to go behind it like that. Single. Stretch your thread a bit, pull through, chain 2, and then 2 more incomplete double crochet, close it together. Okay, so your singles on the center, coming on that first row. Again into the next row. You can see right on the center, and we have to do a single. Stretch your thread a bit. We're going to go into that first one. Pull your thread through it. Can't see almost anything. The camera is in front of my face. Okay, 1, 2, and then 2 more, incomplete. Close it together, and then come into that first row, always lined up on the same row. Into the center. With single, and then stretch your thread a bit, and then come into the next one, pull your thread through, chain 2. For some of you that have been creating my pieces, I do have a pattern similar to this one that I have done this braid. So this is what it's going to look like. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Just follow through all the way. Okay, everyone, I'm into my last one. So I created my last one, and we have 1 space left here in the center. Let me just cut this little piece of thread. So we have 1 left space here up front that we left. Obviously we started here and went to the first one, so we didn't touch this one. So we can close in the very last one. Try not to touch the camera here, it's kind of hard to see. And doing my single. Okay. So I cut my thread, tuck in my loose ends, hide it in between all of them. Like that. And I'm just gonna pull my thread to the back and tuck in that properly so it can all meet up the same way. Like that. Then I'm just going to tuck it in and tie it a bit. And this is pretty much the end result, which is absolutely stunning. Right? So now I'm going to work with the white. Okay, everyone, so I'm going to come back in and work with the white. Now this time all the way around we're going to create groups of 3 double crochet. So I'm going to come back in and I'm going to do a single 2 chain. My first double crochet into the next one, double crochet into the next one, double crochet, 1 chain, skip a stitch into the next one. Create those groups of 3 double crochet, 1 per stitch, 1 chain, skip a stitch into the next one. It's going to be like this all the way around, including the oval. Okay. 3 double crochet, skip a stitch, 1 chain, 3 double crochet, skip a stitch, 1 chain. Okay, everyone, so I arrived perfectly at the end with my 3 double crochets, 1 chain, skip a stitch. So as you can see, we have only 1 left. We're arrived perfect. So we had a single 2 chain. I'm going to close in on that second chain of mine. If you went up 3 chain and close on your 3rd chain, I'm going to do 1 2, 3 chain. I'm going to roll twice on my hook, so I have 3 loops on my hook, and I'm going to come in down here where we skipped that 1 stitch. Take out 2, take out 2, leave the 2 on the hook, roll twice again, come into the next one, take out 2, take out 2. Now we have 3 on the hook, we take it all out. I'm going to come on this last double crochet up top and do double crochet, 1 in the center of that chain, double crochet, and 1 on that first double crochet, like that. Now I'm going to roll twice again, and I'm going to come into that same one we just did, take out 2, take out 2, roll twice again, come on the next one, take out 2, take out 2, we have 3 on the hook, now we close it all together. I'm going to come on that first or that last double crochet here, 1 in the center, that 1 chain, 2 and 3. Again, roll twice on the hook, come back into that same one, the last one we did, take out 2, take out 2, we have 2 loops on the hook, we roll twice, come on the middle of the next one, take out 2, take out 2, and now the last 3. Come on that last double crochet up top, 1 in the center, 2 and 3. One more time, roll twice on your hook, come back into that same one, take out 2, take out 2, leave 2 loops on the hook, roll twice, come on the next one, take out 2, take out 2, and on the last 3, come on that last double crochet, 1 in the center of that 1 chain, 2, and on that first double crochet, 3. Roll twice, and again into that same one, take out 2, take out 2, roll twice again into the next one, take out 2, take out 2, now close it all together. Come on that last double crochet, 1, 2 and 3, and it gives you those X's like that, okay, or those V's, I should say, V's. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I'm down to my very last one. I have to stop shaking this camera here. So I'm going to come in where we have the very first one we started. Close it up, and then I'm going to do the double crochet, 1 in the center, and close up on that 3 chain we started with. So I end up with my 3 double crochets there. 1, 2, 3 for my double crochet. I'm going to do a front post, grabbing those V loops, double crochet, and then the 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, front post, double crochet, and then 3 double crochet. So we're going to repeat this all the way around the same way. Front post, double crochet, the 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so from where we started the 3 double crochets, right? So I have 35 that I've done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. It's exactly where I have my marker. It's going to make a change now. We're going to do it with 16 times, okay? So I'm coming in that first double crochet. 1, 2, 3, and 1 here. 4, and then doing the front post. Okay, we have to do this 16 times. I'm going to take my marker and I'm going to put it on the 4. Okay, on these 4 that the very first that we created. Okay, so we don't go wrong anywhere. And then repeat again. So 1, 2, 3, and on top here 4 double crochets, and then do your front post. So now I've done 2 already. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, right on top there, and then your front post. Sorry about the construction people. So we're going to do that 1, 2, 3, 16 times, and then on the other side we're going to have 36 groups before we hit the oval with 16. When we come back to this very first one, we'll have the total of 36 also. We'll complete another double crochet here where we have the chain, so we can have 2 double crochets. Sorry, what was I saying? We're going to complete this one to make the 36 with the 3 double crochets only. Okay, so where we have the marker should be your 16th of the 4 of the other oval. Okay, so it's a total, so now it's 35 we did. We'll complete the 36 when we come around. Okay, so now we're going to do 16 times 4. Okay, everyone, so marker to marker, I have my 16. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 with 4 double crochets. And now we should have 36 of 3 double crochets only. Okay, I'm also going to bring my marker up. It's always best so we don't lose track of where we are. Okay, and then the rest we're going to do the 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. Front post. Once you've done your 36 on this side, then you start with the 4 double crochets on the other oval. Okay, and when we complete all the way around, we'll complete the 36 of 3 double crochets on the other side. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end of my row. 1, 2, 3. Front post, and continue on. Okay, everyone, so I've done my 16 on this oval. Now I'm just going to finish my 36 on this side. So 2 double crochet, we have that chain, that's the 3 double crochets. I'm going to do 1 chain. I'm going to come back in that same stitch and do a single, 1 per stitch. Okay, so 1 single per stitch. There is no increases on this row, all the way around the same way. Make sure that you're doing that single on top of the front post. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end of my row. Okay, everyone, so I'm closing in the last one, slip stitch. I'm going to do 1 chain, come back in and do my single again. This time we're going to do 149 singles. Okay, 149 singles. So I'll meet you once I've completed 149 singles. Okay, everyone, so I've done my 149 singles. When I come around the other way, we're going to have, I believe, 165, but I'll confirm with you. Okay, so after we've done the 149, I'm going to put my marker on there just to make sure. Now we're going to do an increase on the next one. Okay, so 2 together on the same stitch, 1, 2. We're going to have 6 increases. Now we're going to do 11 singles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. On my 12, I'm doing an increase. That's my second increase. If you want to put a marker, go ahead. And then 11 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and on my 12, increase 2 together, and then do 11 again. We need this 6 times, so this is my 3rd one so far. Okay, everyone, so after my 6th increase on this side, I have 163 singles. That means when we go to the other side after we've done our 6 increases, we're going to complete the rest that we need of those 149. We should have a total of 163. So here I'm going to do 2. That's our first increase. Okay, so 163 on the sides, and we're going to do the increase 6 times. So this is my first increase after completing 163 singles on this side. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. On my 12, I'm having my second increase. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so finished, completed my increases 6 times on this side. And I have 163 also on this side that I just finished completing. I'm going to go up 1 chain, come back in that same one, single, next stitch, single, and single. We're going to be building groups of 5. When I come back, I'll finish the other 2 singles on here. So I have 3 singles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chain. I'm going to skip 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to come in my 6th and do 5 singles. I don't want this too loose. Doesn't look pretty. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on my 6th. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're going to work this way all the way around, and I'll let you know how many chain loops I have once I get to the end. Okay, everyone, so I'm down to my very last one. Remember, we started with 3 singles. We have to complete 2 more. So I did my 5 chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on my 6th. 1 and 2. And we have the 3 there, makes the 5. So I'm going to close in with slip stitch. We have 46 loops of 5 chain. I'm going to go, so I'm going to come directly, no, actually I'm going to do 1 chain and come in that same stitch with a single. I'm going to come in my first 5 chain with 10 double crochets, okay? So I have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I'm going to come on that 3rd single with the single. Again into that 5 chain with 10. I'm going to do this 14 times because we're going to have an increase at the oval, okay? So we're going to do the 10 double crochets again. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. On my 3rd one, so we have 1, 2 on my 3rd one, single, and then do your 10 again. Okay, so I'm going to create 14 of these 10 double crochets. We'll call them shells for now, okay? So 10 of these shells. I'm on my 3rd one. Once I get to my 14, I'll come back to you. Okay, everyone, so I've done my 14 shells of 10 double crochets. After my 14th, we're still going to do the same way, single, and then I'm going to do, now this is the 15, I'm starting 12 double crochets. We're going to do 9 times 12 double crochets on these 5 chain loops. Sorry, I keep banging into the camera. Oh my goodness. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Just gonna move this back here like that, just so you guys stay on track, okay? And again, on your 3rd one, single, and then again 12 double crochets. This is the 2nd one of 12. We need to do 9 times, and we'll repeat 14 groups again after we do the 9 of 12. We'll go back into the 10 on the other side, and then the oval, of course, 9 again of 12 double crochets. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. On your third one, single. So I have 2 so far, so we need 7 more, and then we go back into the normal 14 on this side, and then once we've completed the 14, we're going to do again 9 of 12 on the other oval. Okay everyone, so I've reached the end. I've done my 9 on this side also of 12 double crochet. I'm going to cut my thread now, tuck in the loose ends. We can take our markers out now because we're almost done. We don't need the markers anymore. Okay everyone, I'm going to come in with this mustardy color slip stitch knot. You can pretty much start anywhere. And I'm going to bring my string to the back here. And we're going to start where we've been starting. So we have the singles here before the red. I'm going to come in on that double crochet below, between the double crochet and the single, and I'm going to pull this through. We're going to be doing the slip stitch. Now this makes a beautiful decoration. You don't have to do this, but I think it makes all of the difference on the pattern. So this is very simple, just slip stitch. You don't want to tighten it too much either. Not too loose and not too tight. Should have done this earlier because it makes it easier when there's less rows for us to see what we're doing here. But it goes pretty well once you get the hang of it. Just slip stitch your way around, all the way around. Okay, and that's how it's going to be. So I'll meet you at the end of my row. Okay everyone, so I'm coming to my very last one, and what we're going to do, we're going to grab this last stitch from the back and bring it to the back so we can cut our thread and tuck in the loose ends and have a perfect finish. Okay. Okay everyone, pretty much finished it. I'm going to do again exactly the same thing. I'll leave my string a little bit long so I can tie it in the back. Okay, now where we have the V's, so we're going to start anywhere. I'm going to come on that double crochet below the V and repeat the same thing. Much easier to grab here. I should have thought of this earlier. Sometimes these days the brain is just not there. Okay, so all the way around the same thing. So just below the V and just slip stitch through it. Make sure that it's not too loose or too tight because it won't look pretty. Gotta make sure that it's just sliding through pretty well without any hesitation of tightness or looseness. Okay, so I'll meet you once I've completed my row. Okay everyone, pretty much finished this round 2. I'm going to use the red now. Leave my string a little bit so I can tie in. And now I'm going to do the exact same thing, but with the red on this one here, which is before the singles. So will be much easier to do here because we don't have that much of thread in the way. So just slip stitch all the way around. Okay, so pretty much right below on the singles here, below the 5 singles here and the loop. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay everyone, so I've done my slip stitch with the red right at the edge before the loops. Now I'm coming back in with this gold. You can start anywhere, but I'm going to start where we usually start. So we have 10 double crochets. I'm not going to work the first one. I'm going directly into the second one. But we're going to do triples, okay? So roll twice. So you have 3 loops on your hook. Take out 2, take out 2, and the last 2. And then again, roll twice on your hook into the next one. Take out 2, take out 2, and the last 2. And again, roll twice on your hook, take out 2, take out 2, and the last 2. And again, take out 2, take out 2, and the last 2. Oops, sorry. So we have 4 triples. We're going to do one more on the same one. So we can have 5 triples. Okay, so we have 5 now. 1 chain. Roll again. This whole row will be about triples. Go into the next one and do the 2 triples also. Into the same one, and then 1 per stitch. You should have a total of 5 also on this side. So we don't work the first double crochet and we don't work the last. Okay, so we started on that second double crochet, triple, 1, 2, 3, and then on the 4th, 2 together, 1 chain space, on the next one 2 together, 3, 4, 5. So we don't work the last one, we don't work the first one. We're going to go directly. There is no chain space. It's all about triples, so skip that first one. Do 1, 2, 3. Now the 4th one, we're doing 2 together on the same stitch. One chain into the next stitch. 1. Did I do 2 together? No. So 2 together on the same stitch. So 2 together, 1 chain, next stitch, 2 together, now 1 per stitch. So we have 2 so far. 3, 4, and 5. directly into the next one. Skip a stitch. So we never work the first one nor the last one. Again, 2, 3, 4, one more on the same one, and 5. One chain into the next one, 2 together, 1, 2, and then 1 per stitch. So we have 3, 4, and 5. We're going to work like this all the way around. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so we've reached the oval where we have the 9, 12 double crochets. So this time we're going to do 4 double crochet triples. Okay, here we did 3 and then we did the increase. Here we're going to do 4, and on the 5th we're doing our increase, so we should have 6 triples. Okay, 2, 4, 6, 1 chain, repeat the same thing on the next one, 1, 2, little piece of thread here, three, 4, 5, and 6, always skipping the first one and the last one. Okay, so on the oval, skip 1, 2, on the second one you're triple, 1, 2, 3, 4. On your 5th one, we're doing 2 on the same stitch. So now we have 6, 1 chain, and repeat the same thing, 2 on the same stitch. So we have 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, and we'll do this way till we complete the last 12 and then return back to the normal one on the sides. 3 triples and then 2, 1 chain, 2, and then 3 triples. Okay? Okay, everyone, so I've given myself a little head start. I'm using the mixed yellow and that red burgundy, and we're just doing exactly what we've done here, but in between the triple and the double crochet. You can start anywhere, just doing the slip stitch, and I decided to go with this color because I think it brings everything together. So just slip stitch 1 per stitch and then continue all the way around. Very simple, nothing to it. Make sure you don't pull too much on it. Your tension, make sure that your tension is loose but not baggy. We don't want the pattern to look awful. And you can start pretty much anywhere, okay? But look, it gives it a beautiful... I tried with the red, with this red, and I said, you know what? Since I started using this at the beginning and then I changed my mind to go with just a straight red, why not? And use this on this last one here. I think it brings everything together, the nice mixture of the colors. I think it looks beautiful. Okay, so all you have to do is just slip stitch all the way through, all the way to the end, and cut your thread. Okay, everyone, so I finished all of the slip stitch. I'm on to the last row. I've started usually where I've started. I started on that second triple slip stitch as we've been doing. And now coming here, I'm doing a single, 1, 2, 3, come back in, single, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, come back in, single, 1, 2, 3, come back in, single. I'm going to skip that first triple and go into the second. Slip stitch, slip stitch, slip stitch. I'm going to skip this triple and this one. I'm going to come into the second one. Actually, no, I'm coming in here and doing a single. Skip that first one into the second. Slip stitch, slip stitch, slip stitch. And then come where we have that one chain. Single. 1, 2, 3, come back in, single, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, come back in, and single, 1, 2, 3, chain, come back in, and single, skipping that first triple, going into the second. Slip stitch, slip stitch. I'm not working the last one. Coming directly in between and doing a single. And then just repeat now the same way all the way around, including the oval. You skip the first one also. Single, 1, 2, 3. Come back in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come back in. 1, 2, 3, come back in. Skipping that first triple, slip stitch, slip stitch, slip stitch. In between the motifs, single, and then into that second triple, slip stitch, slip stitch. So now it's just a repeat. Okay, everyone, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I absolutely love this pattern. It's absolutely stunning. Thank you so much, Carla Crochet. She's absolutely amazing. I love her work. And I thought you guys would absolutely love this too. So thank you so much for being here. If you have not subscribed yet, please do so. Give a thumbs up on the video. Share the video in your social medias. And thank you again. God bless you. Until next time, I will leave the measurements below in the description box. I might come up with one in a round. So let's see how I can work that one out. Okay? Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.